Star Nation. This is Hamish Star 2020. We are in Season 2 of our realistic Colts franchise. We are starting the playoffs here. We got the number 1 seed, as you may or may not know. We won the Super Bowl last season. Our regular season, we were just barely north of 500. Literally the last game of the regular season, we won, and I still didn't know if we got in the playoffs. We snuck in as a wild card, and we just made a run and won the Super Bowl versus the 49ers. So this season a little different. We're the number 1 seed, so we get a first round bye, which is nice. There are only 2 teams that beat us in the regular season. This Chiefs team, that's the second seeded team, they beat us first game of the season. And then the Patriots beat us. Pats obviously aren't in the Super Bowl. The Niners are over there in a 4 seed. I'm sure they would like another crack at us. Eagles got the 1 seed on the NFC side. So let's get into this. It's nice getting a bye in the first round. Looks like I got some franchise points I need to spend up real quick. And I got to upgrade some players. So let's do that, and then we will play that game this episode. Kyle Pitts has been nothing but wonderful for us as I continue to increase his blocking ability, but his pass catching has been great. He's a 94 overall. It's great to have that tight end. Blackman has been a really good safety for us, him and Cross. Bernard Raymond, he's been a serviceable right guard. I've thought about upgrading him, though, but now that I look at him, he's over 84 overall. He's only getting better. So we'll see. We'll make that determination. Braxton Jones has been good as my new left tackle, coming over from the Bears. Our O-line has been solidified. Brent's second year, he's been playing well at the corner position. He's a backup, and Penter's my fullback. Out of Ball State, used to be a guard. We'll let the computer do our backup guy here. Alright, so those are the upgrades. Those are always nice to have. Manage staff. I forget where I was working. Maybe offense. Yeah. So let's advance here and see how the first round of the playoffs went. It's nice getting that bye for sure. Alright, we'll be playing the Broncos. Chiefs advance. Chargers advance. Slight upset over the Bills. And the Broncos upset the Bengals. Alright, so we got the Broncos. Let's see what happened on the other side. Falcons upset the Packers. Saints advanced. And the Cowboys upset the Niners. So, alright. So we will be taking on the Denver Broncos. Again, upgrading the players. Not sure how that happened as we didn't play, but hey, I will take it. Trenton Simpson, continue to try to get that block shed up. Dang it. Gora back up. Oh, that last game of the season, we played all our second string guys basically, and we still beat the Bears. That was very satisfying that our second team went out and handled their biz. All right, let's scout these Broncos. Patrick Surtain, a 99 over corner. We know we don't want to challenge him. Points per game, they're 16. We're 26th. Looks like they like to throw the football. They have the fifth or sixth best offense. They've got the 15th best D. You know what? Let's take a look at their corner. Well, let's see if they have anybody injured, first of all. And then we'll look at their corner situation. Javonte Williams. Looks like their best halfback is injured. That's not good. You know, you always want to play a team at full strength just for competitive equality. Oh yeah, I was going to check out their cornerback situation. Russell Wilson. He's always a problem for me. He throws really accurately. He can run the ball. All right, Mr. Chamberlain, still a 95 speed. I think Okuda. I thought he was with us. You know, he's only a 62 catch. Anyways, so he's not as good in coverage, but he has a 95 speed, so yeah. But 72 awareness. We may be able to get Chamberlain. He's number 21. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put Josh Downs on him. We'll see. I may change this up. But Chamberlain would definitely rather target him than the other guy. Alright, here we go. Taking on Denver. Russell Wilson's Denver squad. Here we go.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
On first down, Richardson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Josh Downs, 53 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The give is to McLaughlin. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Wilson. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A carry from McLaughlin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 7. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's on to half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drive.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second down and 3. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into point.
And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Trenton Simpson coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. In motion goes Patrick. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. Colts are going to take over with a football. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Richardson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Again, it's Richardson. The short throw pulled in by Woods. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's 3rd and 10. In motion right, that's Williams. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
He'll let one go deep for downs. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. In motion right is the running back. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now it's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. There's Wilson to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. One last shot for Wilson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
Good job against Russell Wilson. He did have 8 rushes, though. McLaughlin ran the ball well. AR5, 9 of 16, 239. Did have those 3 picks. Got to clean up the interception situation. JT only got 4 touches. I need to get him the ball more. Josh Downs continues to do well with that deep ball. Wow, Devin White 11 tackles, Woolen with 8. Nice. Jordan Davis, huge on that one 4th down run that he stuffed. Simpson got a sack. Kenny Moore 2 pick sixes. Greedy got a pick. Good win. Just got to clean up those interceptions. Next episode, the AFC Championship game. So we get past the Broncos. The Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 99 overall. He is a problem. Excuse me. As they beat the Chargers. Over on the other side. Ooh, the Falcons upset the Eagles. Cowboys upset the Saints. So, in the Super Bowl, it'll either be the Cowboys or the Falcons against us or KC. I feel like this KC team is the strongest team we'll face out of those three. So, wow. So stay tuned. Next episode, Kansas City Chiefs. Well, hey, Mr. R Nation, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe on Twitch and YouTube at Hey Mr. R 2020. I'm out.